Let get the boat!
We were risking our lives, but we have to provide for our families.
What's the name? Irresponsible.
It's safe to say he's finally down.
That's how we roll here in Alaska.
Wake up outdoors.
Well, we're loaded up. There's Mike's plane. There's our planes. There's Bailey. Bailey, you want to say hi?
It's rock and roll.
It's a little wet out here today. Me and Mike, we're getting ready.
Here you go.
Mike's hopping in.
Wrangle and Mike.
And there he goes.
What?
What plane are we in?
206.
Where are we going?
Talkeetna.
For what? Moose season, baby. Oh! Sorry. This is taken off from Lake Hood, which is right next to the Anchorage International Airport. Some killer views on the flight up towards Talkeetna. Just landed our first flight to the big lake. Unpacked all our gear. Sylvia almost lost a croc. We saved it. Yeah, now I guess we're gonna wait here while Mike gets dropped off and then we'll get picked up.
3 trips.
Woo!
4 miles an hour though.
I know, I kept saying that, I was like, okay. There's so many cabins.
So to get in where we hunted this year, we took a 206 with the 3 of us into a bigger lake, and then we had a Super Cub shuttle us back and forth from a big lake to a smaller lake near where we hunted at. This was the most convenient and quickest way to get us all in there. I'm excited. Send it. The trip from lake to lake ended up being about 35 minutes long. Just got to the cabin. Well, I'm lying. We've been here for a while. We got all our stuff in. Let's see what's going on inside. We got Bailey here. Bailey, can you give us an update?
Got to the cabin probably, 3 hours ago or so, and Mike's making mountain houses. Decided not to cook any steaks because got tired from the flight in, but we're ready to go. Started calling moose. Can't fucking shoot a moose till tomorrow.
Mike, you got anything?
No, we're good.
Okay. Sylvia said she does not want to say anything. America got plenty of guns. Gun, Gun. Gun, you can't see above the door. Bailey again from a different view. We got our sleeping quarters up here. Fucking that's steep there.
The steps are a little ways.
They're like further away than I expected. Map of Europe. Don't really know what that's doing here. Might be flying to Europe later. I don't really know. It's my first time actually coming upstairs and looking.
Oh, damn. Who's got credit in there?
Sylvia, what's your problem with the YouTube channel? Please tell us. Please tell
I
me.
never even watched one of your videos. I'm sorry.
Oh,
Kidding me?
my. They're like 13 minutes.
Well, the one I clicked on was 30, and I was like, guys. So I watched you come around for the bear, and then it was like, I don't know. You sat there for like 10 minutes and I gave up.
Sorry. Asshole.
This is only a little rude.
I love you guys.
Can you tell us about your cabin, please? That we are so blessed to get to stay at for these next 12 days and hunt moose.
It's nestled in the middle of nowhere. In between nowhere and nowhere. Right next to nowhere.
You want to tell us any stories about you purchasing it or anything? No.
No.
Just got done with our first dinner and gonna sit out and see if we hear anything and make our first couple of calls. It's day 2 and we made our first trip down to the water hole. So, we just put a pump down at the creek and ran this hose. What's the hose called?
Pecs, half-inch pecs.
We're gonna see if we can get water to here. And if we can, we're gonna keep going higher. The creek's way down there. You can't really see it, but you can hear it. Bailey?
Yeah, just a little Milwaukee battery-powered pump. We're trying to do this so we don't have to hike 5 gallons of water up this hill every day. So if we could at least get halfway up, that'd be better than we're currently situated.
So today we're doing all our noisy chores and getting that out of the way so we can be quiet for the rest of the hunt. We got Mike here, about to put on this crazy thing. Bailey's just casually sharpening his machete.
Fuck, I don't know which way to go.
Mike, what you got going on here?
We're at ribeye. Want some perch. Smoked perch. Smoked ribeye on perch. Something like that.
Bailey, what do you got going on?
Second out. Trying to call moose in the cabin. We heard something earlier. Maybe a grunt or two over there. But as of right now, we haven't seen nothing. I mean, we've seen a lot of fucking bugs. That sucked.
As you can see, the attire for this trip consists of Crocs.
Today we did all the noisy stuff, though. We got firewood and stuff for camp. Clean brush. the next couple days, but should be prime time. About 4 or 5 days.
And here is some high quality video of our Alaskan state bird. They were in pretty thick during this trip. It's about 8 o'clock right now. Sun's setting. It's cooling off.
Well, it's day 2. Started raining this morning. Which sucks, but there's like some good aspects to it. Get free water, not have to hike it. But yeah, just calling from the cabin, stay out of rain. Nothing yet. Just check the weather on the inReach. It says 4 more days of rain. It said only a ½ inch today and an inch and a half tomorrow, so that's gonna suck. But got everything done yesterday that we needed to for the cabin. But we'll be better off this evening. Cools off a little bit. I said wait.
It's been socked in and raining for like 2 days now. We're finally getting a break, but the wind has definitely picked up quite a bit. But we ran out here to try to get some calls in. Over this wind, it's gonna be nearly impossible to hear anything, but we're out here. Mike almost just got blown away. You guys can hear it. It's pretty freaking windy up here. We got a pretty nasty squall moving in from what I believe is the north, but that could be not true. Looks pretty gloomy over there. We got Bailey coming back. He went to get some sunglasses even though I got his and put them on his chair for him. Couldn't find them, so he put on a different pair. He likes saying the F word because he knows I have to bleep it out. And the more he says it, the more work it takes for me to get one of these videos posted, so that's great.
Yeah, as long as I keep the wife busy, she stays off my ass. So if I keep cussing these videos, then it just keeps her busy. Just was able to come outside today for the first time. It's just been raining like cats and dogs. I don't know what he's doing, but
I can't see it.
it officially rained. We filled up a 55-gallon drum in less than 12 hours on the side of the roof, which is impressive.
Been a lot of rain.
It's raining like crazy. It's windy as hell right now. Probably wasting our time standing out here in the cold, but it's better than sitting inside just hanging out. So
Yeah.
ready to go. Give it a shot. Do some calling. Hopefully something comes in at some point in time. It's still a little early though. Usually takes like 5 to 6
Here we go,
days
here we
to
go. God, this wind is just nasty. I think he's just waiting on a break in the wind to let out a call because it's just going to be so muted. It's not worth our time. So it's our fourth full day out here. It rained a lot. It's been really windy this whole morning. It's been pretty windy. Not been able to hear a lot, but we've just been letting out some calls. It's finally breaking. It's about 4:30 right now, so seems like we're gonna get some weather easing up. You can see we've got blue skies. So yeah, we'll see what we can do for the rest of the day. So we finally got our first bull moose in. He's a little guy, so the regs are 4 brow tines or 50 inches wide. Clearly not either of those, but still super cool to get a moose into camp. Go get your daddy.
Sense. It's like it's going that way, then it hits like the middle of the cabin and it gets sucked back down that way. Which isn't good. We need to be going that way.
The wind was not in our favor for a lot of this. Having some steaks tonight. Chicken pesto pasta on the side. Mike is our camp chef. Bailey tends the fire, which is important. And I just hang out. Here we have Sylvia in her natural habitat, reading a book, bundled up. She has no idea that I'm even filming her right now because she's so into the book. So, the fog we've been dealing with for the last couple of days finally burned off. And the first thing we noticed was snow on the tops of these mountains. They were pretty green, completely green actually when we first came in. So you can see that the snow's coming in pretty quick. But what's even crazier is over here. When we got here, these mountains just had a tidge of snow just on the tips. And now they are covered. So we're thinking that we might get some snow here before we end up leaving, but we'll see. Right now, we're moose calling. You can see Denali really well. So cool. So we took a little walk down here to this lake and wanted to kind of get an idea of what we would do if we did see a moose down here, and this is where we ended up shooting one.
It's 5 o'clock. Day number 7. No moose yet. We got one to come in like 4 days ago. Little bull. Probably like a 30-incher. 2 and 1 brow tines. Definitely not legal. But no bears. Lots of beavers. Beavers everywhere.
We had a whole group of swans fly almost right over the cabin, which was super cool. Tell us about what happened this morning.
It's been a pretty eventful morning. This morning we got up about 7. Mike and I grabbed a couple chairs, sat down there. And our wind's bad. Got bad wind right now, it's just blowing right down the middle. And I've got some put out of my left eye, and it just paddles. Just bulls just swaying side to side, coming at us. And it winded us. It just like stopped mid-sway and looked at us. And turned around and went back. So that sucks. I mean, we really couldn't see how big it was, but it looks like to be a decent bull. And then went down this way. There's a little trail to the outhouse. Caught a bull crossing the swamp down there. It was big, but it's like no man's land over there. We declared we're not shooting one on the other side of the lake, because it would be hell getting that out. So we just watched it walk away. It was probably had 3 on one side and 2 on the other, but it was big. It was over 60. So that one walked out of our lives for now. And then we're just sitting here after that, and one popped up right here and just walked right by camp. It was just a little bull. So, and they're around. That's it.
It's cleared up a lot today. It's freaking beautiful views up here. You do not get tired of seeing Denali. I can promise that. Well, we're headed out mooseless for 2024, but it's going to be exciting trying to get out of here. We woke up to some windy weather, so hopefully we can get a plane to land. What happened?
Well, it was short-lived. No moose. Had some counters. Wasn't able to make them work. Just got back down to the lake and taking off here in like another 30 minutes. So I'm gonna sit down and enjoy our last beer on the mountain.
Mike, you have any final words?
Peace.
Sylvia?
That was a good one.
That one.
Denzo. Time for a little mountain sody while we wait on the planes. So we're waiting on our first flyby from the pilot, and it is windy out here, and it is getting windier literally by the minute.
Doesn't look like it's hardly moving.
And there he goes, just checking stuff out.
Like it just kicked up too.
And here he is coming in for a second flyby. A little bit lower, but definitely not low enough that it looks like he's going to want to land this time.
If he doesn't land this time, it's a no for sure.
Here we go. Oh, he's low.
Yeah, he's coming in. He's going for it.
Don't stand in my way.
He's got his fucking beacons on.
His first trip out, he only took Bailey and like one very light bag. So we were all kind of nervous for that, and we're really happy to see him take off successfully. Sylvia go? During this video, you can see just how bumpy it was because of the wind during this flight. There were a few times that we went, oh, but all was good. We made it to where we were going. So, to recap, we did have some bulls come into camp. What we could see wasn't legal, and the only one that could have been legal, we couldn't really get a good view on. And then we did have a very obviously legal bull come in down across from that lake, and we had some injuries in the group this year, and we all had some moose meat left over, and we ultimately just made the decision that it wouldn't be best for everybody to shoot a moose down there this year. But we got some plans and got some good experience in, and hopefully next year's even better. And there the Super Cub goes to pick up Mike and fly back to Anchorage while we sit here on this beach and hopefully wait for a 206 to show up. Which, spoiler alert, it does. And we made it home. And that was our 2024 moose hunt. Stay tuned for 2025.